Hang on a minute, they're not even plugged in. And they come back in and they say, oh look, we'd like to offer you
No way.
this contract. What would you like to think about it? Or I said, where's the pen?
Where's the pen?
We've been away there once and they asked him, what will you do Tina like? And I think it was about 6 or 7. I was in the toilet stuffing my father's bra with tissue, like.
That's when you know you made it.
He's going to be destined to be on TV on the stage. Like, it's hard work.
I didn't find it as hard as you, I think, or.
What do you mean?
Because I remember your father saying once he was laying on the grass and he was like, I'm not cut out for this stuff. and he goes, what do you mean? Well,
I'm not cut out for it.
I want to be an actor, he said. And there's this bloke again. I said, do you want to come see the show? I know you're a bit old, but you know, you might have got kids or grandkids that'd like to come see you. It's about time you bloody grow up.
I would have gone straight home.
And I'm not lying. I'd say about that much went in there, right?
That's not enough.
I was like, ah. What have I done? I blown it. One job I was going, one job. So
We're back.
We're back.
That was a good start, that was.
We are back.
There's an excitement in the air.
Little butterflies.
Butterflies, I love it.
Butterflies.
Great, so yeah, we're back.
We are back. Hello,
Yes.
everybody. Episode 2.
Episode 2. Thank you so much to everybody. If you have listened to the first episode,
Yeah.
we've received so much love. Literally, people messaging us, friends saying how brilliant and how funny it was. Honestly, guys, it means the absolute world to us.
Yeah. That strives us to do more episodes, doesn't it?
Yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
you don't know how it's going to be, but thank you. And even those who've shared stuff and, you know, liked our posts and commented on Instagram and all that,
Yeah.
everything. I really appreciate it. So yes, welcome back to those people. And for the newcomers, welcome to How's Your Mum
How's your mum?
podcast.
Oh, yes.
With me, Jed.
And me, Jacob.
Absolutely fantastic. Jacob, we are back, but...
Yeah, I remember saying in the first episode, we were like, oh, how are we feeling? A bit nervous. I can't wait to do this one.
No?
Yeah, because, well, obviously we'll talk a little bit later about...
Oh, well, we've got an absolutely brilliant episode coming up for you.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, but first of all, before we get into our episode, Jacob, how's your mum?
How's my mum? Yeah, absolutely great. I got to be honest, she's been on holidays. She's just been to Turkey.
Turkey.
Do you know why they've been to Turkey?
Oh, man's getting hair transplants.
No, the other one. My old man's had his teeth done.
Never.
He has, and he looks $1 million.
What do you have in years?
I don't know what he had actually, but to be fair, he looked like he just come off a pirate ship before, like, you know. But
Couple of missing teeth.
honestly, but to be fair, he went 6 months ago, had them done, and then he had to go back again now to have to have a checkup or have his back ones put in.
Right. Lloydie turkey teeth, like.
Lloyd turkey teeth, and yeah, she went out on holidays. She was just loving life. They went out with their friends as well. Yeah, and funny enough, she's well known for walking the dogs, but that's all I've done this week for her is walk that dog.
And that was your one instruction when she went away.
Yeah.
Jacob, walk the dog.
Walk the dog. So me and my brother have been sharing dog duties. Yeah, so that's been Alison. She's been
Fantastic.
great. But how's your mum?
Well, funny you should ask that, Jacob, and funny you should say your mum went on holidays, because my mum's on holidays right now.
Funny thing is, just before you go into that, Beth and saw your mother in...
Huh?
Beth and saw your mother
Where?
in Merthyr.
When?
Oh, I don't know when, but she said, "Oh, what are you doing then?" And she went, "Oh, we're going away."
Yeah, I remember it was last week. She went to move.
And Beth went, "Oh, where are you going now?"
I know, always on holidays, man, Trace. She's in Cyprus with Rob, with her friend Claire and Tony. They always go together. Those four go away all the time. And there's a wedding out there, so they're going for a wedding, but they're going for 10 days. So they're back next week, and yeah, enjoying life. My brother's moved out as well now. It's just me, my mum, my dad for the minute. When I'm out there, I don't know what she's going to do.
Do you know what that reminds me of? Do you know, like, I don't know, I've never seen the programme, I've just seen, like, memes of it and stuff. You know, like, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, when he comes back into the house and he just stood there.
That's going to be my mum.
That's going to be your mum.
And she's going to be sad. She always says, like, come if you want to get out, you know, have some rest. But she's going to be sad, I'm telling you. But yeah, she's just loving life on holidays. But I FaceTime the other day. She go, I've had a few gin and tonics. I was like, right, ta-da.
Good. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah, I know. She's enjoying life. I'm happy with them both. So, great episode coming up for you. But we said at the end of last episode that we would bring in something that has happened to us. And an item. Anything. So, who wants to go first? Shall I go first?
Yeah, go on, and you go first. I don't know what he's brought in. Honestly, I don't know anything about what he's brought in, and that is a what?
That is, I can't say the brand, I'll hide it. Advanced Healing Gel. It's for skin, it's for cuts. I don't know if you can see, it's not so bad now. I've got a scar on the top of my nose, Jacob.
Right. Rugby then?
Well, rugby toe.
Oh.
There was no rugby being played.
Oh. Right, then what's happened?
I'm going to share. I can laugh about it now because I have not had a serious injury, but it could have really hurt myself.
Okay.
I dived in the pool. Penguin dive, so no arms, and it was basically the shallow end. And I cracked my nose.
What were you thinking?
First day, big crack there, and a cut by there, and a cut by there. So yeah, I could have.
What did you do after you cracked
Well,
smashed your face?
I hit the floor bottom of the pool. I literally may as well have jumped and hit my head there.
Oh my gosh.
Slammed like that, and I come up, I was like, oh, it's bleeding. I thought my nose was bleeding. But I run out, and they were like, oh, your nose is split. And everyone's like, oh yeah, it looks alright. It didn't look alright.
Really? I can see it,
It's
but I'm trying to look at it from the side.
Well, this is why I brought this in. Because this stuff is miracle worker.
Has it been working?
Oh, it's unbelievable. If you know the brand, buy it for any cuts and that. It sorts it right out.
Really?
But yeah, I could have broke my neck. Like,
what a donkey! Like,
imagine I come in here in like a wheelchair or something.
Broke your neck.
Anything happened to you, Jed?
What's happened to you? Yeah, I brought this wheelchair actually.
I had better days. Had better days. No, so very lucky boy. Don't go diving in the swimming pool.
Yeah, just don't be silly.
Don't be silly. But this is why I brought that, and it's a token that I need to be. I need to sort myself out, basically.
Yeah, I need to be a good boy.
What about you? What have you brought in for me?
Well, I feel like mine's just the total different end of the spectrum now, because you've been on holidays with the boys, smashing your face at the pool, and I brought my Father's Day card from William. Because, well, I've been away working. I was away for 4 days. Honestly, mate, I've realised like how much I need company. It's the sleeping aspect that I can't stand. I don't like sleeping in hotels on my own. Like, I know, like with you and Lois, because Lois is up in North, you tend to sleep, but me and her all the time together, and I love it. So yeah, I came back yesterday. Yesterday was Father's Day, just so you know. And yeah, so it says it's in Welsh. E-dad or e-bab.
You can't even spell it.
Do you know what? His handwriting is better than mine. I'm not even lying. E-dad, see the tad I hapus or the earth, William.
Oh my god.
And yeah, he reckons I'm some sort of superhero. So
you are in his eyes, Jake.
Yeah, so I'll take that, and yeah, love him to bits.
Wow, absolute total end of the spectrum.
Total lenses. I love it though.
It's funny, innit?
I do love it.
And lastly, we've added a bit of deco.
Yeah, we did say, didn't we?
Yeah, not much, but we bought this what do you call it? Teapot. And it's purple, like our branding.
Yeah,
with flowers on it.
Do you know what was funny? When we went into the shop, we were like, oh, looking for a cat. What is it?
What is that?
Looking for a teapot. And we both saw it and went, that's it. I don't know what it was. It's got to be the colour.
Yeah, it's nice.
I love it.
Something our mothers would drink out of, maybe.
Yeah, I love it.
It's nice.
I do love it.
And we brought no favourite mugs.
Yes.
Jacob, as promised, is Harry Styles mug.
I have. I did. I was not lying. I had this for Christmas off my mum.
Well. Look at that.
So there's a bit of history with it. What about your mug, Jed?
I told you I didn't have a favourite mug.
This is ridiculous.
So I thought I'd go looking for one. And I found this one. There's a duck on it. I like a duck. Do you know why? Because when I fart, it goes, and I go, some ducks in there.
There's some ducks here. Fair enough.
I say that to Lois. Yeah, I say that to Lois. I think you said it to me first time, probably. I say to Lois all the time, and she laughs all the time.
Does she?
Like,
I'll claim that. I'll claim that as my
these
joke.
Bloody ducks, man.
Yeah. No, I'll take that. I'll claim that.
Good job. We brought a teapot and some mugs. Because we've got a guest, Jacob.
Love it. I'm really looking. I gotta be honest. I'm really looking forward to this guest.
Excited to have him on. This guy is an actor. He's been acting for over 10 years in the industry. He's done theatre with Theatre Nanog for years. He's on Publicum for years. He's a presenter as well, and just a very, very good friend of mine, Ad Jacobs. Love him to bits. Please welcome to the podcast, Mr. Jack Quick.
Hey.
Hey. And Jack Quick's with us.
Hey.
He's here.
Still haven't been off for a cup of tea, yeah?
I got tea,
Like
yeah.
the show, is it?
No, it's tea in it. Do you want some?
I filled it up
Right.
with
Do you want
everything.
some? I poured it. Oh, we bought this today.
That's brim, that is mine.
What's that mean? To the top,
To
like
the brim, like.
brimmed. Ooh, it's hot. No?
Ah, it is hot. Tea is
It's
tea.
but
Whoa.
Is it tea bag or is it leaves?
No, it's
Tea
tea
bags.
bags.
mate, come on.
Can tell he's.
I'm a bit of a somebody
Is
now.
it tea bags or leaves?
You can tell he's moved to Cardiff.
Wow.
I don't drink much tea anymore. This should have been done.
It should have been done, but you said to keep it on camera. That's you said to
Hey,
me.
You did say to keep it on
nothing to
camera.
do with me. It's not my podcast.
Look at that.
Jack, thanks for being on, yeah?
Welcome.
You were the first person, weren't you, Jake, really, when we sat down to record the podcast. We thought, well, who's going to be on, yeah? And it was Jack was the first one, so I appreciate you coming in.
He was the first one that said yeah.
He's the first one who said, yeah. Well, to be fair, how could you refuse with all we've done to sort of press you into doing it for you on the podcast?
I know, and on the phone call, like, I have to say yeah.
We're going to start every episode, Jack, with a question. I know your mother very well, Annette Quick, but we're going to ask her, Jake, do you want to do it? Shall I do it?
I am pouring tea, mind you.
I'll do that.
You've asked me to do a lot there, but
How's your mum?
She's right there.
Yeah?
She's up quite a bit. She probably won't be happy on a toilet this morning because I made dinner, Sunday dinner for Father's Day yesterday.
oh,
And she said, it was lovely, but awful rich. Butter and everything.
Too much butter.
Yeah.
Too much butter.
Too much butter. Oh, I love
Did
that.
you, your old man helped out a bit, does he?
Yeah, he stirred the gravy and then he had to have a lay
Stirred
down.
the
and-
gravy?
Stirred the gravy.
He goes bananas, see, because my father likes cooking now in his late years, like, and he makes it a nice dinner. But when I come, I try and experiment and do a little bit,
You take over,
a
didn't you?
bit more, like. And my
Yeah.
mother always goes like, "Oh, Jack, that was a lovely dinner." He goes, "What do you think I've been doing all day, Ian?"
My father's like, if you try and do anything different, he likes a traditional sort of dinner. Like,
Do you do a dinner in your house?
I've done little bits like Christmas time usually, and he goes, "Oh, it's too fancy for me, too much." Like,
You,
what's
you,
this? What's this? Jus, is it? Jus. he says.
You went out all Christmas, didn't you? You cooked like, you have like goose and that in your house,
Well,
didn't
we
you?
did before. My mother don't cook anymore.
Right,
There was too many of us. There was too many people in my house. I
well,
told
you
you.
went out for Christmas dinner this year.
Too
didn't
rich,
you?
innit?
Oh, the other
cook
too
for
rich,
him.
Rich. So Jack, you're on, yeah, and this is kind of right. You're the first guest.
Mhm.
And the point of having guests on is sharing experiences,
Yeah.
telling stories, and so we can kind of have a chat really and learn some stuff from like what you've done. So I guess let's start with Publicum. You're still on Publicum with the character Reese.
Yeah.
How
How's
long's
it
that
going?
been?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's a big year for Publicum this year as well. It's celebrating 50 years in October.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So it's the
Llongyfarchiadau.
yeah, it's the
50 years.
longest running BBC soap opera.
Yeah.
Corey's the longest, like, innit? But yeah, I've been I think it's 6 years this summer now.
Wow.
Bloody hell.
And I found out I had the job when I was doing something for you, when I
Yeah.
in college.
I was gonna say
You was it? Was you where?
Yes, you mentioned this the other day, actually.
Yeah, we did. We had a module where we had to write and direct a sort of, I don't know, a
You
piece.
could direct if you wanted it.
Yeah, you could
be
do
in
whatever
it.
as
You
well
could
if
be
you
in it
wanted
if
to.
you
I
wanted to.
write the theme tune, sing the theme.
It's like,
he wanted to do it for this. He
Write
wanted
the
to do it
theme
for this.
tune, theme tune. No, and I decided to write something, and I had Jack to do it, and I remember you running out of the
Yeah, I did
rehearsals,
work,
and I was like, "Where's he gone?" He was literally in the middle of like a scene, I think. He's like, "I'm gone." I was like, "Where's he gone?"
What, the rehearsals? No,
Yeah,
not
me
the
and-
actual show.
yeah.
Like,
Me
hang
and
on a minute now.
yeah, I know. I was like, "He's coming back." And you were outside, and you had the job. You
Yeah.
really did.
Yeah, chuffed to bits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember you right. I've always thought about this. You didn't tell anyone you went for the auditions
No.
to do.
I didn't do
No.
that.
You didn't.
I told I think my sister knew. When I had the job, then my sister was over for the weekend, and I said, "Call me Reese all the time now in front of Mommy and Daddy." And so they go in, and my father said, "What you calling him Matt all the time for?" Well, I said, "I might, change my name, like." And he go, "What you on about? What you
Never.
on?" And then we slipped up, and they were like, "Ah!"
No way.
Yeah.
Was there a reason why you didn't tell him?
I don't know. I think because it's such a big job. If I was to get it, like in the Welsh language on telly, it's probably the pinnacle in this, the biggest you can get. That's such a long running thing.
Yeah.
And I just didn't want that extra pressure of you as an actor. You live in your own. Oh, I haven't heard anything. Oh, is it
all
good
the
news,
time,
bad
innit?
news, good news,
I'm
bad?
terrible for it.
And my father, he's very supportive, but he's worse than me. Like he's like, have you heard then? Have you heard?
Yeah.
But
my
phone
own
him,
man's
man.
the same.
Don't do any good for you.
No, so my anxiety's going through the roof then. So
I think it's a good idea because that's a funny thing. Example happened to me the other day. I went for an audition for this theatre company, and it was like it was a really popular show, Christmas Carol, right? And it wasn't a very big role. It was a small role, but a nice role. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was excited for it. And I thought, my mother asked me, what have you been today? I knew I had that moment and I go, do I say I've been or do I lie? And I said, no, I've been to an audition. Ooh, what is that? Christmas Carol. Ooh, Christmas Carol. What's the role? Told her. She went, oh.
Oh no, no way.
Gonna go for the bigger role then? Oh.
Wow.
But it's just like, it don't work like that, does it?
No.
Do you know what I mean?
no.
I think obviously
Do you know why
Yeah.
I think I tell them?
Why?
We were talking about it on the first episode, didn't we? So it looks like I'm doing something.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you still acting now?
Yeah.
Oh, I got auditions. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I've had an audition for a BBC drama or whatever. Oh, you get a big role? Ah, it's a big role. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'm there then, thinking all week, oh, what car am I going to buy when I get this job? I go that far, like, do you know what I mean? Then
Oh,
I
you
don't
re-
get the job. I go,
Oh, you really come down there when you don't get it?
yeah, I got to get my deposit back from the car dealer then.
PMA, innit? Put it out there.
Yeah. With Paul Come, I want to say 6 years.
6 years, I think it is this summer, yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you think, like, obviously it's changed, I guess, from when you first started, but like, do you still enjoy it? Is it like,
Yeah, I love it. I go in, like, obviously you can't have a main story throughout it all because
No.
I think there's like over 30 of us as main cast in it.
wow.
So you go up and down. Sometimes you might just be, filling little scenes here and there to push the other stories. But you're going to get your turn and you support the other actors and stuff. And I remember, obviously, not comparing myself to Samuel Jackson.
Oh my
But he said, if you look at his IMDb, right, he's done some nonsense over the years. And I mean nonsense.
Oh, yeah.
Right, okay.
Everyone have.
But he said that if you was a painter, you'd go into paint every day, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
'Cause the fact that I can go in to act every day,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Like, I always go in with a smile on my face.
It's the closest thing to like a day job, isn't
Yeah,
it, as
it's
an actor.
amazing.
And it's,
I love it.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. I'm glad, but
Not only has Jack been on Publicum, I was on Publicum. I haven't been on it 6 years.
I've actually been on Public
He's
as
been
well.
on Publicum.
One scene I had.
Yeah. I had a word with them all, and I said I can't have his voice on it.
I tell you what, technically, we're both still on it. Like,
Yeah, kind of.
technically.
Yeah, you're not dead.
Oh, no,
See,
we're not dead.
No.
Not dead.
There's always a way
Nothing
back
like
if
that.
you
Yeah.
haven't died.
I do go back now and again.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting.
Just
for the
pops his
phone
head
call
in,
this-
he does.
I'm still waiting for the phone call this year.
Just pops in. Do you need me today?
Yeah.
No,
Literally, like,
What was he like to work with? I saw you got some stories.
Yeah. I think we did a lot
We
together.
didn't do
didn't we?
anything.
My favourite story, though, I heard, there was a Christmas episode.
I was waiting for this.
And he was in there. And they had mince pies, and they wanted him to eat mince pies. And he was like, oh, no, I don't want to, because like, you've got to do it all the time. If you take one bite in the wide, you've got to do them in all the short sense. You could end up eating like 12 mince pies. He goes, oh no, I don't want to do it. Shop. Please, it's really good for the opening shop. Like, what it is, I'm trying to stay off the red meat.
And everyone laughed, right? As in, like, a good joke or whatever. And I was saying, like, what are you laughing at? I was like, it's red meat and mince pies. They're like, no, it's like fruit and all this and that. Still didn't like it. I still ate it. Like, I still didn't like it.
Yeah, I remember you going through a phase and you were not eating red meat for a
Yeah,
while.
Devan Reese was calling me JMP, Jacob Mince Pies.
But yeah, there's loads of links between like that with you and Jacob and with me as well. Obviously, we grew up together, but we worked together on Stunch.
Yeah.
Because that's I think of it, right, as a bit of a full circle sort of thing for me. Because obviously, growing up together, like watching you, because you were the one from Glynyth who went on and went into the acting business, and I kind of followed in your footsteps. And now we're presenting together. It's like full circle sort of thing for me. I don't know what you feel.
I think nearly every job I've done, you've been there.
In some
Or
sort of
every
way.
every telly job you've done, I've been there.
Yeah, it is,
Yeah.
and it's funny, innit? And
I can't get rid of him.
Isn't it just, innit?
I don't know what that is, and it's not like I don't know. I'd obviously work for the same company,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't
No,
know.
it's been nuts. Yeah, no,
It
but
has been mad.
as you get like, obviously you make connections when you work close with people, but
Yeah,
we were lucky though. we already had that anyway, didn't we? You know,
Yeah,
we
definitely.
Always
Play up to it then.
Yeah, always messed about when we were kids anyway.
Yeah.
So it just feels natural then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And you kind of know each other's sense of humours and your barriers, because obviously, you know, you've got to be careful of how you push people in certain ways. But like,
Yeah.
I think we've got that understanding where we know
Yeah, it works perfectly on
where we
stage.
could take each other.
Yeah. Obviously, you want to talk about your acting career and kind of like your...
They're not even plugged in.
He's wearing it. He's wearing it.
They just come out. I thought I'd just play it off. But I know when Jack talks, I'll plug them back in.
You can't get anything past it.
Excuse me a minute.
I knew.
You were both
I'm
just
back.
saying they know. We know each other. And then he's going like this.
I was going, you won't see him, no, if I took it on them. Yeah. Let's go back to the beginning then, because I guess your route into acting is different from the, what do you call it, stereotypical way.
Stereotypical.
Because, I mean, you did the kind of stereotypical way, went to acting school.
Well, I was acting before that, mate.
All right, fine. See, I mentioned this in the first
Yeah,
podcast.
I can
I
see
was
don't
acting.
care. I'm going to
Yeah.
live up to the name.
I can see what you all meant in college.
Yeah,
Yeah.
twat.
Twat. Like, yeah, that's going to be my name on this podcast. I'm going to live up to it.
But you didn't do that route. You you started off labouring for your old man first,
Yeah.
when you before you got into it. Like,
I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I went to sixth form, obviously. I was in a bit of limbo. I had an E in drama.
Really?
Yeah. And
What, writing, practical?
in it all, overall.
Wow.
Yeah. And a U in computers. So I didn't do really well. And then
Don't get him on that. Don't get him on
Don't touch my
that.
computer.
so I didn't really know what to do. I think I went through like a lazy period of in the drama side of it. I just wanted to do the performing.
Yeah,
Didn't
I was
really
exactly the same.
didn't really enjoy the theory side of it.
Yeah.
So I think I just sat off a bit. And then I went to Gosain then it was like a gap year. If they didn't get into drama colleges, they'd go there, so they kept in the style of what it would be like when they go. And I didn't really quite know what I wanted to do, but I went there. I was enjoying the course. And then Jed's father then saw there was an article in a newspaper for an open audition for Billy Buru Bronco, and they were doing it in one of the Eisteddfods.
I love that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I read the book.
So Wales Millennium Centre and Theatre and Org doing it, so I went up for it, and I got like the last round. There was a couple of rounds, and it was a workshop thing, and I didn't get it, and I was like, oh, I gutted, didn't it? Then I had a phone call then from Theatre and Org asking me will I go in for a meeting and an audition, and I can remember Tavis giving me a lift to the union.
Tavis Noel, by the way.
Yeah.
ex-rugby player,
And
Tavis.
I went in and I had to. I think I read a bit of script and they said, "Oh, can you sing?" I said, "Well,
Watch us now.
I said I can hold a note, but I wouldn't say I'm a singer."
You got double glazing on these windows?
And they said, "Give us an example." So I said, "Since my baby left me," and they started laughing their heads off. And then they said, "All right, we're gonna have a chat now." So they had a chat, and I was like, "Oh." And they come back in and they said, "Oh, look, we'd like to offer you
No way.
this contract to do We Need Bees," and then another one then that goes to more of a colliery. What would you like to think about it? Or I said, "Where's the pen?"
Where's the pen?
So I got back in the car with Tam. It was like, no one only fools and horses when they actually win, and the three-wheel, the car was going like, oh, I was chuffed to bits. Awesome.
So when you went for the audition, you said you didn't do any acting or anything before that, really?
Only in school, like.
Was that in school,
Yeah.
like, so when you went for it and you didn't get it, was you like, or was you
Yeah,
really gutted, like?
I'm not sure. I remember when I first started, I used to dwell on things a lot more than I would now.
That's a learning curve, that isn't
Yeah.
it? For all actor, like every
Yeah.
actor.
I remember reading a stat, right? They say how hard it is to even get in the room. So casting directors, they get loads and loads and loads of people getting recommended. So they get to a bit where they just cut every third person without even looking at them.
Really?
Just to break it down to who they want to see, like.
Yeah.
So to even get in the room, you've done
That's
well.
massive.
Like, do you know what
Yeah, I think so. I had a job through the other day, and I read the description, and I was like, I still did it, but I was like, I'm not an intimidating person, like.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, you're definitely not.
We laughing at I did that, and he laughed.
You're funny, you are. You're not intimidating. If you
I
did that
don't-
to me in the street, I'd laugh at you.
No, that's the thing, innit?
Chuck a couple of jumpers on you, you'll be a bit bigger.
Well, that's what I keep saying. If I went for a job, I'd be like, I hope they chuck a couple of jumpers on me, make me look a bit bigger, like.
Padded suit, like.
Aye.
Let's go back a little bit to your labouring days, because I did that as well, and it's a humbling experience, I think, because it's hard work.
I didn't find it as hard as you, I think, or.
What do you mean?
Because I remember your father saying once he was laying on the grass and he was like, I'm not cut out for this stuff. and he goes, what do you mean? Well,
I'm not cut out for it.
I want to be an actor, he said.
I had a turn one day.
Didn't you go back to labouring after uni or something for a bit?
Yeah, I did. After uni, I went there. No, I'd come a couple of those days. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Spoilt brat, like.
No, I hated it. But like, there was moments where I loved, like.
Yeah, the summer's great because you work outside all the time, you know, and then on a Friday you get your pay. You go, right, we have a beer behind and we'll have a pint there.
Yeah,
and it was a nice little sign off to the week, like.
Yeah,
winters.
When it's wet and cold, that's when it. Oh. Yeah. You don't want to get out of bed. Like.
So what was you doing then? Bit of
praying for rain. I was.
I worked with Jed's uncle for a bit, so he was a bricklayer. I worked with that was Tim. I worked with a guy called Di Powell, a stonemason, and then my father most of the time. And just labouring, just being they a bitch basically.
Yeah. Wheelbarrows.
Yeah. And because you're not skilled, you have to do all the crap jobs. So I can remember, like, sometimes when it was raining, you're like, I'm going to be outside cleaning buckets all day.
No way.
So I used to be laying in bed sometimes, like, please, is it raining? Is it raining? Is it raining? Open the curtains. Like, I
remember, like, once, a great story, a guy called Steve Bayliss was, I used to labour for him, and he used to, like, do half days, and I'd only get paid, like, 20 quid or whatever it is for the half day. But then, like, he'd finished his job in the morning, but he wasn't quite, like, end of the day, so, like, he's like, right, come with me, Jed, I'm going to try and mow my lawn. I sat there now, watching him try and start this lawnmower for about half
Was
an hour.
Was it one of them, like...
Getting angry, like, I was going, oh, Jed, get the sledgehammer, I'm going to chuck it through this thing there now. Like,
what's a sledgehammer?
I was like, can I go home now? It's scaring me, like.
He wanted you to pick up the grass at the end, he did. Pick all that up there, but...
I wasn't doing anything. You get some characters in that trade, like.
I think it's a good way of you can use any, like, job to learn about other characters that you could play, because you meet so many people. I think that's why I loved working in the pub as well when we started.
Yeah,
so many people there.
Mad.
Stories in a pub, innit? Yeah. You just have that one guy at the end of the bar.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many, but
not making any sense. What do you say? What's the story about the one guy? We were walking up Everest or something.
Oh yeah. Swag, his name is, and there was a tip jar behind me, like a fundraising thing for someone climbing Mount Snowdon.
That's the one.
And she was what the is that behind you there? I said, I told him, innit? And he was like, Snowdon? I've climbed Everest in my fucking slippers.
People like that, it's 9 o'clock in the morning and having a drink, like.
I laughed my head off, I did.
It's brilliant, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can't write that, like.
The last thing on this, just I think it makes you appreciate what we do, I think.
Oh, definitely. I'm in sometimes and they go, you smiling again? I go, you could be digging holes.
What do you say? Yeah, exactly. I love that saying. Could be digging holes. What do you say about actors are the only people who
will moan about not doing any work?
Yeah. Waiting around, like.
Yeah.
You have a brick, you go, oh, I've been paid sitting behind a cup of tea now. Ooh,
yeah.
Lovely. We're like, I've been here since 10, I haven't done nothing yet.
yeah.
I know, like. And they get paid triple, like, or whatever it is, like.
Yeah.
In the Nog days, you started out doing the Bees.
Bees, yeah.
Which is a children's show. You were dressed as a bee.
Yeah, honeybee.
Honeybee, yeah. And I remember you had a little thing about when you had to go out in the streets of Neath, basically, didn't you?
Yeah, well,
and promote the show or something.
Yeah, the company's based in Neath, but
good company to work for.
Yeah,
it's great.
Lovely. They looked after me for years, like, and I'd say that's where I did my training, basically. Yeah. That was my your
unis type, whatever.
So I owe a lot to them, and the company's in Neath, and Neath is very, like, working class. I wouldn't say it's very theatrical, really. Like, we never went to the theatre as kids growing up, other than Panto, really, did we?
Yeah.
So it didn't really it didn't sell that well. As they thought, do you mind going out and about, flying and
dressed as a bee?
Dressed as a bee.
They do. They make you say this.
I didn't realise that at the start. I was like, I'm gonna know so many people. I was like 18, 19 at the time, so you're a bit like, worried about your
egos,
image,
yeah.
you know, and so I was like, alright, come on then. So I was going around, like, skipping, like, oh, do you want to come and see the show? Blah, blah.
Straight in.
Going around, and there was this bloke in. I said, do you want to come see the show? I know you're a bit old, but, you know, you might have got kids or grandkids that'd like to come see you. It's about time you bloody grow up.
I would have gone straight home, man.
I was like, radio. Let's just skip off
Ta-ra,
fast.
man. I remember going to, you did like World War pieces and that, didn't you?
Yeah.
And honestly, the production values is in the Dylan Thomas Theatre in Swansea.
Yeah.
It's only a small theatre,
Yeah, it's lovely.
but like it's really like intimate, like. And
Yeah.
I remember like scenes where you were in a mine and it collapsed.
Yeah.
And honest to God, you frightened like
Yeah.
as an
You
adult
put on
watching
a
it.
good
Yeah.
show, like.
They were brilliant shows.
They always say, though, that you should never underestimate kids. Like, 'cause
No.
they're so intelligent, don't speak down to them. So they always do it.
Yeah,
and,
no.
And they love it. They do say some funny kids, or we was doing one now, and you do Q&As after, and they always ask like silly questions, like who's the oldest and things like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And but we was doing a show this one day, and I was a ghost in here this time, and I had to like punch my other actor, Arled, and punch him like that, and then he goes down. But it's not me. It's like an attack from I think he's suffocating because the mine has collapsed at this point.
Oh, right.
So I hit him and he falls, and there was this kid, and they're only about, I say 10 in it, and he goes, he's effing killed him.
That's the type of people you get from that area, though.
I was laughing my head up. Luckily I was a ghost, so I had to sneak off it. So I was going off like that.
You would be with him.
You would know. You'd be shocked.
And like live TVs like that as well, like me and Jack
I
do.
couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
No?
I probably could, like, if I did it a little bit, but
Yeah, you could.
but
But that's something you learn on the job as well, because I didn't train to be a presenter. Like
Yeah.
you just sort
did you
of.
struggle with that then? Both of you, did you struggle with the live
It
thing
is
at the
hard.
beginning?
It is hard.
I think
at the
we were
start.
introduced in small doses as well,
Yeah.
so you kind of get a taste of it. Like, it's getting used to the earpiece it is, because obviously you were saying something, and then you got somebody in your ear then going, right, we're going to camera 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, and then they got, right, we got 10 seconds left, you got 10, now I'm counting you down. So you were
And
trying
you
to
were
say
talking,
what you
you-
were
no
saying,
way.
and you've got to process that as well. That's the difficult thing about it. I kind of like it because not so much that live, because once you've said what you've said, you've got to forget about it then.
It's done.
When I first started, 2 seconds felt like a minute in my head. You know, if I was stuttering, I go and I'd be like, after the rest of the program, oh my god, I just made a right fool of myself there. But when you watch it back,
It's
I
nothing.
remember
is it?
telling you, because don't worry about that.
Yeah.
It's gone now.
But recently, you've been doing quite bigger projects as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've
So
been like actually me and you went for the same audition for one of them.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. It's like that though, isn't it? Because you just before you go on to that, that's the thing as well. Close friends going for
Yeah.
same auditions. We
Yeah.
went for the same part.
And the character's name was
Jed.
yeah. Oh man, and I still didn't get it.
You can't take it in, can you? But
I should just stop.
no, but that's the thing. You go, and I remember we made a joke at the time. It's like, oh, whoever doesn't get the job has to pay for a pint or whatever. I don't know. I can't remember, but you were gonna come across people like
Yeah.
that. Your closest friends. You're gonna come into auditions, and you have to. It is a job at the end of
Yeah.
the day. It's
you
not
preferred
them.
it to go to one of your friends rather
Yeah,
than
100%.
somebody that you didn't really know anyway. If
No,
it's going to
yeah.
go to somebody.
Yeah, exactly. If I didn't get it, I'd want him to
Yeah.
get it. Do you know what I mean?
Why can't I have it?
Well, because you didn't go to the same job. You didn't go to the same job.
Question about it. What am I allowed to say the project?
Yes,
It's on telly,
Oh yeah, Tree on a Hill.
Tree in a Hill.
On BBC. Is there like a big difference to, because obviously it's quite of a bigger project as in the scale of it. Am I right in saying that? Than Publicum, or is it just different?
It's just different way of filming, I suppose. Publicum's because we film so much content. It's a faster process.
Aye.
Whereas they will film less pages in a day.
Mm.
So like sometimes on Publicum we can film 16 scenes.
That's mad.
And they'll film like 4 or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
They take a time on it, like a bit more.
Well,
Do you
they because they're only doing 5 or 6 episodes, or some productions will do less.
Mm.
They can afford to have more time, can they? Because whereas we've
Yeah,
gotta
strapped for time.
we've got to give so much minutes and stuff.
Yeah.
You're up against it a little bit more then.
Stakes are a bit higher, maybe.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy?
Yeah, it was great. It was filmed over the mountain from us, over Draw, Ystrad Lais.
Strad?
So yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's nice to have a
Great program,
taste
by
of
the way. It
doing
was brilliant.
it looks amazing,
It
doesn't
was
it?
good.
Yeah.
They did really well. Everybody in there was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Good.
Like,
Fingers crossed he'll come back again. And
well,
they
that's
need,
the thing.
They
If
need
you
a
haven't
copper.
seen it, the ending leaves it a bit.
Yeah.
You know.
Leaves it open.
Yeah.
So no, it's great to have the chances to do other things as well.
What I wanted to talk about as well was inspirations then. Like growing up, because I suppose you were an inspiration for me, like I said at the start. But I was wondering who you were influenced growing up in this sort of
I
field.
don't know, because we didn't. I
Because yeah, like
don't
I'm
know
saying,
anybody in it before we
No.
got in it really.
no,
So I
like it was easy for me just to go, oh,
yeah.
it can be done, like because
Yeah.
I'm seeing
Yeah.
it as one of my best mates. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know, like my family are a bit of performers really.
Mm.
My father used to do Elvis and Tina and stuff.
Honest to God,
Yeah.
right? Some of the funniest memories of my childhood is watching his own
Never.
man. Hilarious.
I can remember being at a wedding once and they asked him, will you do Tina like? And I think it was about 6 or 7. And I was in the toilet stuffing my father's bra with tissue like.
That's when you know you made it.
He's gonna be destined to be on TV or the stage. Like,
So I think I've always liked that. Maybe, seeing people laughing and entertaining people. So that, and I thought, I enjoy that side
Maybe
of
you
it.
don't realise at the time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
because you were a bit of a class clown when you were
Yeah.
in school.
Yeah,
Is
I
it like
suppose.
you like? Yeah,
suppose.
I suppose.
I
Definitely
could say that
was.
before you even said that.
Yeah. But I especially with comedy people, I think like they crave that sort of
Yeah,
that laugh. Do you know what I mean?
Recognition.
That attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the attention.
yeah.
But tell a bit more about your old man and like what he used to do.
Yeah, so he used to do a lot for charity stuff. It was like, but
Yeah.
he used to do Elvis and Tina. He used to do Freddie Mercury sometimes. So
Tina,
yeah,
that's a big
yeah,
one. Tina's a big
Tina.
one. That's
he
ambitious.
didn't used to
that is.
sing out, and he used to mime to that, but he used to, he used to dance,
give it a
like-
business.
Yeah.
Oh, you've tucked him
Yeah.
right up there now.
Yeah, my mother likes to perform, but she's not in tune as much. Like they reckon she's the only person that can clap out the tune. But
Johnny Q, we love you. That's he chants when John gets up.
Yeah.
On holidays and everything, see?
Never.
Oh,
my
any
gosh,
bar,
yeah.
restaurant.
we were on holidays in Turkey once, and he sang karaoke this one night, and they asked him, "Will you do a set?" Yeah, and he said, "Oh, I don't know." And there was like 18 of us, all we was all going on holidays,
Wow.
and they said that. We'll pay for you all to have food, but he was quite nervous and she got steaming, and he turned out. And so I think he did it in the end.
Great story about that. I remember I'm in a band, do weddings now, but before we did weddings, we did a lot of pubs and rugby clubs, and we did a place in Portadown. My father, Euroman, and Malcolm, another friend of our father's, come to watch, and he said, I went on, he went like, if you don't get me up there, right, when you start playing Elvis, that's me and you finished. And I said, right, okay. So the song was coming up now, and Suspicious Minds. I said, John, you coming up? And he jumped up in the end. It's a big stage. So he climbed, I mean, like a tall stage. It must be up the half a floor. And he done the new song. Everyone's loving it. And at the end, he jumped off.
He's gone.
His knees. He hit the floor.
I know he just put him through the works, that's right.
But why did he jump off ever?
Performing.
Literally up there.
That's what we're talking about.
He just, when you go that bit too far, like,
Yeah.
I pissed myself.
Brilliant. I'm going to have to see this for myself, boys.
You haven't done it in years, have you?
No.
But every time, you better get me up there when Elvis grabs my arm like that.
Yeah. My sister's a drama teacher as well, and I think it's in the blood somewhere.
Ingrained
like,
somewhere.
yeah.
Like.
Yeah. And speaking about family, obviously you've got that family, but you've got your own family now as well.
Yeah.
You were always destined to be a family man, I think, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Going out, it's not for me.
No.
I like it,
Jack-
but then anxiety.
EBGBs.
I remember you saying that.
For
Can't
weeks.
handle it.
Yeah. For weeks.
Remember the time I looked at that lamppost funny? That stuff
Gone.
like I like.
I could be in here on my own, get steaming, wake up and go, oh, what have I done?
That's the thing, innit? That's the thing. Anxiety, innit?
Yeah.
Anxiety.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. So, you were destined to be a family man, I think. And you've got a lovely partner, Beth.
Yeah.
Who is also on
Also
Bubblecom.
on Bubblecom, as an
Bubblecom.
actor.
Yeah.
She's got a few daughters herself, but you two have had a daughter as well.
Yeah. Live in a
Jessie.
house full of women now.
I know.
Nice.
Even the dog.
Even the dog.
Dog's a female.
Yes.
Two of them.
Two of them.
Two of them.
Yeah.
Women power.
How was
Yeah.
that for you?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. obviously there's an age gap between me and Beth of 16 years. But so we didn't know whether it would happen again for Beth, but we were keen to have a go.
Yeah.
So we tried naturally. Lockdown time, had a lot of fun trying.
A lot of fun.
But
you enjoyed.
Yeah, unfortunately it didn't work, so we had to go down the IVF route then, and we tried that, and that didn't work either. So we went on a bit of a break with then, trying to.
I'm interested to hear like your side of it, because I guess Beth has spoke about it quite a bit on certain programs on SOC and stuff, and I think is. Did you get much to say? Like, they didn't interview you, did they?
No. Don't trust me.
Don't worry about him. He done his job. Which is true. I guess, it's important to get both sides, though, I think. So I was keen to get your experience. How was it? Was there anything, in all the stress and stuff, was there any, like, sort of funny moments and moments of...
I obviously you got a bit of stress, but I think we didn't put much pressure on ourselves because Beth had 2 daughters anyway, and I said, down the line they'll have kids, and then I'll be part of that as well. So it wasn't like, if this doesn't work, that's me and you, like the pressure. Yeah. So that was taken away, which was nice. But then when the IVF didn't work, it was like, oh, what do we do now? Yeah. Because we talked about like egg donors and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, yeah, but it's not us then, is it? And we were going back and forward over that quite a lot. And then we done a bit of research about it then. And when you carry, part of your DNA goes into the embryo and all that as a woman. Yeah. And I think you've got the process there as well of you're carrying that baby for 9 months. So... like that is you. But I think if it was me and we had to use a sperm donor, I wouldn't have felt like I had any part of me in it.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
But on reflection, looking back again, I was like, that's silly in a way, because I got a dog there with me. She's nothing to do with either of us. But if anything happened to her or somebody,
I'd be a bit worried if it was you.
I'd go off my head. Like, so I can love a dog. It's got nothing to do with me. Yeah. So like it would have been stupid. I would have been cutting my nose off to spite my face, really. If that was something really wanted, I think we would have gone down any line in the end. But it's just one of them processes to get in your head.
Oh, 100%. I bet that would come into your head, wouldn't it?
Is adoption something you talked about then?
Yeah, we covered all options really. If things didn't work, so we had our step process. We were gonna try this, then try that, and then obviously. Keep going in it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, until it was too expensive, because we had six donor eggs, and it was the most expensive after dozen eggs I've ever bought in my life.
There was no box on the outside on the road. Inflation, leave some money if you want to. Like
inflation's problem.
No one double yoker.
No. And did you? So I remember you telling me you had to you obviously had to see where it was coming from, the eggs and stuff.
Yeah, that was a stressful process
because you had to find.
We looked at it once and we thought, I'm
doing this like a book.
Well, it would be back in the day, I suppose, but it was all online, and you're not allowed to see the photo of the woman who's donated.
All right.
But you get all this information. I was like, I don't know. So in the end, we emailed, and they said, send us a couple of photos of Beth and one of myself, and we can help you. So they sent us three through then, and one was like a very very good match. One was a very good match, and one was a good match. So when we was reading through them, then we was going like off their personalities, what they like and things as well. It was crazy, like.
That is mad, isn't it?
And the second one was like, that sounds like us. So we went for the very good match in the end, and then she is a very good match.
She is a very good match. Yeah. You've got a beautiful little daughter.
Yeah. She's so beautiful. Jessie. She's so lovely.
Yeah. We were just talking about her yesterday when she's got a hell of a character on her.
Yes, cheeky.
Cheeky.
Exactly. Well, that's good though for people watching or whatever, and they might might have to go through it one day, and then like you're talking about all this going through the thing online and stuff, so they know where they kind of coming up against, like.
And like you said, you would have been biting your nose and spite your own face if you would have. It's you're looking back. It's so like it doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't matter.
The one bit I had to do.
If you want the kid, you'll do it. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you love the kid. It's like it's your own wherever.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I remember I had to go and give a sample like in it so they could.
Of what now?
Oh. So they,
DNA, Jacob.
Yeah.
they,
Alright,
they,
okay.
they can go through all the process. Like, so I was there in this little room, little telly on. They give you a little video.
It is like ours.
Yeah.
It is. It's not
Sitting
like
there.
the.
So
I'm fascinated by it, see.
Yeah.
So I was going through my business, like, and then they give you a cup, and I was about to put my sample in a cup, and I'm not lying, I'd say about that much went in there, right?
That's not enough.
I was going, Well, I done. I blown it. One job I was going, one job. So I was going like that to the nurse. I said, look, that's all I got. Is that enough? And she goes, yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. She'll be fine. I go in the car. I was hammering the steering wheel. I was like, Beth, I'm so sorry. One job I had.
One job.
Can't even.
Been saving up.
Yeah, doing.
I can't even shoot this straight.
Yeah.
I bet.
But it did work. Surprising how much is in a little bit, see?
Exactly.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it?
Protection. All right. You know?
Definitely. There we are.
Total opposite end of the
Mad,
spectrum,
innit?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's mad, isn't it? Well, Beth, I thought she couldn't have any kids.
Exactly.
And that's what happened. Like, and then best thing that ever happened.
Yeah.
Exactly. And here's me. I haven't got no kids.
Aye.
Jack, I think that's good there. I do.
Hmm?
I thank you for coming on.
Yeah, really appreciate it, Beth.
I haven't been paid yet, though, but.
No, you will be. Don't worry. There's more tea. I like. Don't worry.
Yeah, do you want another cup of tea?
Oh, it's awful.
Awful.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, it bags, not leaves, isn't it?
I said that.
Go back to Cardiff now. Do it. Thanks, bud. Diolch yn fawr.
Diolch.
What a legend. What an absolute legend.
Brilliant.
All right, ta-ra, Beth.
Ta-ra, bud,
Have a
ta-ra,
good
bud.
one.
Ta-ra.
What a guy.
Top lad.
What a guy.
Top bloke.
What an interesting guy.
Absolutely. And I knew he'd be good because he has so many links between us and he's such a good character.
He's one of those people, and I've always said this about Jack Quick. He's one of those people who will sit in a pub and he's just got a story, haven't he?
Yeah.
He's just got, it doesn't
Like,
matter about anything.
Like he said about his family, though, they're all like that, and I guess that goes down to the characters that are around in our local areas. You see him all the time, don't you? And he is one of those people. I know he's moved from Glynneath now, but I can see in his
He's
eyes
still got it.
he wants to come back. I think
You can take a boy out of Glynneath.
You
but
can't take
the
Glynneath
out of the boy.
exactly, Jake. I think as a first guest, fantastic, and
Perfect.
I can only thank Jack. I can't thank Jack enough. Is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, thank you. Giving up his time as well.
Yeah, fair play to
Yeah.
him.
Who will we have next? I don't know. We'll have to find
have
out.
a think about that, won't
But yeah, thanks, Jack. And that's it, I think.
Jed, actually, I was thinking the other day, I've got single glazed windows, a bit cold in the house. Like, I need double glazing windows.
Oh, do you know what? Funny enough you said that, because my mamgie rang me the other day and she said, well, she was in the house and she was saying, my door is like someone leaving a draft in. Like, it's coming in. Like, you can feel it through the house.
Well, and actually, my mother and father, I was saying, hey, you'd have a nice conservatory up here.
Yeah.
Let the light in a little bit.
Exactly.
A nice little place to chill. William can play or whatever. And I was...
Where would you get... Hang on. There's a company that does all that.
No.
Yeah. It does it at affordable prices.
No.
They do it quick and professionally.
Huh?
And they just do an absolute fantastic job with customer service as well.
What?
Oh, hang on. They're not sponsors.
Our lifetime sponsors.
Warmer Glaze. They do all that.
Oh.
I couldn't believe it.
Oh, wow.
It's like we planned that. Warmer Glaze Home Improvements. Get over there. Thank you for sponsoring us and setting us up with this lovely mics that we got here.
Yeah, can't
As
thank you
always.
enough either, guys.
As
really
always,
can't
thank
you
you.
enough.
Another thank you.
Yeah,
I tell you what I need. A nice theatre.
yeah, we didn't practice that one. no, but another shout out to Theatre Zoe Merthyr. Yeah, obviously in Merthyr. Setting us up with the room again. You know, we wouldn't be able to be here and set up this awesome kit that we've got.
Yeah, hopefully we can work together going forward. I think that was fantastic.
Yeah,
I really
great
enjoyed
episode.
that. Thanks to Jack again. Jacob, thank you to you.
Yeah, thanks to you.
Lois my partner had an idea how we should say ta-ra.
Oh, here we go.
Remember, and I put a short up the day and go, ta love.
Like
Like our mothers would say.
Right, yes.
So why don't we do that?
Right.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
We'll see you next time. On for now.
Ta-ra, love.